Sure, Teslas are pretty impressive. But what about the Aston Martin Valkyrie, a street-legal F1 hybrid worth $3.2 million? Ferrari, Porsche, and even Mercedes are getting in on the hybrid hype by creating some of the coolest electric vehicles. There's an SSC with more than 1,700 horsepower and a $2 million price tag, and even a Lamborghini designed as part of a $100 million deal with MIT. So let's take a look at some electric cars that would make even a Tesla look basic. The Tesla Roadster boasts 288 horsepower and can go from 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. With a top speed of 400 kilometers an hour and a price tag of $257,000, it's pretty much the car of our dreams. Well, at least it was, until we saw the Ferrari SF90 Stradale. Ferrari's brand new plug-in hybrid has a turbocharged V8 engine and 3 electric motors. With 986 horsepower, it can go from 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds and reach a top speed of 340 kilometers an hour. It's also the first mid-engine Ferrari with all-wheel drive. The SF90's price blows the Roadster out of the water. It costs an astonishing $625,000. Ferraris also come with some pretty heavy maintenance costs, about 10 grand a year. But since it's a plug-in, the feds will credit an SF90 owner about $4,000 off their taxes. Maybe you could use some of those savings to grab yourself some $12,000 racing seats if you're planning on testing out the acceleration on your fancy new hybrid. Lamborghini is also getting in on the hybrid action. The Terzo Millennio has a powerful 6.5-liter V12 engine and boasts 838 horsepower. Able to go from 0 to 60 in less than 2.8 seconds, this hybrid supercar is actually the product of some serious science. It was developed as part of a $120.5 million deal with MIT. Just take a look at those high-tech wheels, which cost millions of dollars alone. This Lambo maxes out at a top speed of 350 kilometers an hour. While it has yet to be released, the hybrid is rumored to cost $2.5 million and it's limited to only 63 units. In fact, it's reportedly already sold out. Not that that's surprising, since Lamborghini even intends to make the car's carbon fiber structure self-healing. While maintaining a Lambo can cost as much as $5 grand a year, the self-healing structure will at least help you save on body costs. One downside to electric cars is that they can't operate at full performance for very long before their batteries start to drain and overheat. But the Lotus Avaya might have figured out how to use its power for a lot longer. With 1,900 horsepower, the car can zip from 0 to 60 in less than 3 seconds, with a top speed of about 400 kilometers per hour. It's able to go full out on a racetrack for at least 7 minutes before having to slow down, despite being electric. And it has a steering wheel that's meant to help with those high-speed runs. It's based on racing technology and probably cost a few million to develop for a road-legal hybrid. While it's yet to be released, it'll reportedly cost $2.3 million, much more than the company's next highest priced model, the Evera, which is the only Lotus available in the US at a much lower price of $96,000. A typical Lotus costs $2,000 to $5,000 in annual maintenance costs, but this much more expensive Lotus will probably run a much higher bill. Making electric F1 cars seems to be the big thing right now. Aston Martin is also trying to achieve race car perfection on a street-legal vehicle, and they've done a pretty great job with their new Valkyrie. The car, with its 6.5-liter V12 engine, is probably the closest thing to a road-legal F1 car on the market. With 1,000 horsepower, the Valkyrie can go from 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds and reach a top speed of more than 400 kilometers an hour. It's no wonder it was designed by race car expert Adrian Newey in partnership with designer Merrick Reichman. Each of these designers makes a cool $10 million a year for their ingenuitive creations. Production of the Valkyrie will be limited to 150 units for $3.2 million each. When you buy the car, you also have the option to buy the AMR Track Performance Pack, including a 24-karat gold option for hundreds of thousands of extra dollars, depending on your tastes. The customizations will be done by experts at Aston Martin HQ, so you'll definitely be getting your money's worth. While normal maintenance on an Aston Martin averages around $3,000 a year, this F1 model will definitely be a more expensive investment. The million-dollar hybrids just keep coming, and there's no way Mercedes wasn't getting in on the action. The mercedes-amg Project One hybrid is a futuristic concept car that's meant to appeal to racers who want to feel at home on the road, or for driving enthusiasts who dream of owning a race car. This Mercedes even integrates a high-tech F1 steering wheel to really bring those dreams to life. The Project One is expected to go from 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds and reach a max speed of 350 kilometers per hour. The 1,000 horsepower engine goes great with the car's built-in racing seats, worth thousands of dollars alone, which prepare any driver or passenger for some serious speed. This F1 hybrid is expected to cost $2.7 million and be limited to only 275 units. Yearly maintenance of a classic Mercedes is only about $1,000, but expect it to be harder to find parts for this road-legal race car. Let us know in the comments section below if you'd be excited to take this F1 model out on the road. When it comes to expensive maintenance costs, Porsche is definitely up there. It can cost up to $11,000 a year to upkeep a nice Porsche. But since their newest hybrid comes at a bit of a steal, these maintenance costs might not be so daunting after all. The Porsche Cayenne e-hybrid has 455 horsepower, can go from 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds, and maxes out at a top speed of 133 kilometers an hour when electric only. Its 14.1 kilowatt battery also allows for 20 miles of electric-only driving. While the Porsche isn't the fastest hybrid out there, it's definitely one of the most practical, and it comes with a super sleek modern interior. For drivers who want a little more speed, there's a sport response button in the middle of the wheel that'll turn the family-friendly hybrid into a rocket for 20 seconds. This burst of speed hybrid goes for a base price of $82,450, or you can lease it for as little as $795 per month. Faced with the problem that electric cars can only run for so long before needing to charge, Koenigsegg came up with a revolutionary new hybrid called the Gemera. This 1,700 horsepower vehicle can go up to 1,000 kilometers, or around 621 miles, before needing to recharge or refuel. It can also make that leap from 0 to 60 in only 1.9 seconds. The all-wheel vehicle is made up of 3 electric motors and a 3-cylinder combustion engine that Koenigsegg says runs on renewable alcohol fuel. The seats are memory foam. It comes with 2 13-inch touchscreens, and there's a 360-degree floating camera on the dashboard instead of side-view mirrors. The innovative car definitely needed an innovative designer, which is why lead designer Christian von Koenigsegg, who's worth $100 million, took charge. Once complete, the car will sell for $1.9 million with a limited run of 300 vehicles. With maintenance costs from anywhere between $3,000 and $10,000 annually, you better have a thick wallet if you want to get behind the wheel of a Gemera.
I hope when people look at our car, they don't feel lost. And when I look at this, it doesn't look like you were lost either. It looks amazing.
Let's slip into something a little bit more affordable. While BMW is no stranger to the hybrid game, they recently came up with an updated and relatively inexpensive model called the i4. With 523 horsepower and an 80 kilowatt battery pack, the i4 boasts a driving range of 327 miles and can go from 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. The concept model also features a sleek white interior and a rose gold exterior, with reports saying that the i4 will come with a lot of customizable options. The price is expected to start at around $50,000 for a base model. But we don't have any word yet on what other models BMW is planning on producing. If you keep in mind that the yearly maintenance costs for a BMW are $1,000 to $2,000, then getting behind the wheel of this futuristic hybrid doesn't seem so far-fetched. It has 600 miles of range, can go from 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, and has 8,000 pounds of towing power. It's a Cybertruck, and it was designed by Nikola Motors. The truck, which they're calling the Badger, is a futuristic hybrid model with 906 horsepower and a 120 kilowatt fuel cell. And while a physical model has yet to be unveiled, we are all over these futuristic concept photos that show the electric truck taking on the terrain. Nikola CEO Trevor Milton revealed that the company has put billions of dollars into developing electric options for its semi-trucks. So it's about time that the company decided to use this futuristic technology in the much more accessible pickup truck. Of its 600-mile range, 300 miles can be traveled with battery only. And all of this actually comes at a good price. The standard Cybertruck model will cost less than $40,000. Other models will likely be made available, and we'll be keeping our eyes open to find out just how high-tech these crazy pickup trucks can get. Shelby Supercars has a cool new hypercar on the way. It's called the Tuatara, and it's a super speed hybrid. It has a 1750 horsepower engine and can go from 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. The 5.9-liter flat-plane crank V8 engine helps make this electric car not only the coolest vehicle on the road, but also the fastest. It's estimated to be able to reach a max speed of 483 kilometers per hour. Plus, power routes through a roboticized Cima 7-speed transmission, which makes the car capable of shifting gears in less than 100 milliseconds. Pair that with the high-tech dihedral doors, which are button-operated and hydraulically actuated, and the Tuatara might just be the coolest hybrid on the market. And, fun fact, it's ideal for tall drivers who don't want a huge car. SSC says that someone as tall as 6 feet 5 inches can easily fit inside, even while wearing a racing helmet. The car was designed by Jason Castroida, who has also designed for Ferrari and Maserati. His salary is kept private, but it's definitely in the multi-millions, as he works on his mission to make ultra-expensive hybrids totally worth the price. And it's no wonder, since the high-tech Tuatara will cost $1.65 million at base, but can be more than $2 million with customizations. But for the fastest car on the road, that price doesn't seem so outrageous after all. Which of these super-powered hybrids do you want to climb behind the wheel of the most? Let us know in the comments section down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to The Richest for more. Thanks for watching as always, and we'll see you next time.